Hello, we're finally here. The top 5 of the preseason top 25 on Paul Catalina's top 5. Brought to you by Texas Beef House, where you use promo code SIGM365. I feel like I said the number 5 quite a bit, so let's get right to number 5. Notre Dame. Very favorable schedule this year. Riley Leonard is a dog. I mean, he has got that dog in him. He really does. He's a tough player. If he doesn't get hurt on what would have been a touchdown drive against Florida State, which wound up being a no-points drive as the defense knocked him back, he doesn't get hurt on that drive. Although the play he got hurt on was at like a 10-yard loss on a sack, so we'll see. But if he doesn't get hurt and out of the game, I think Duke probably gets their first ever win against Florida State. As it was, the football gods intervened and said, look, this has never happened before, and it's not going to happen now. So unfortunately for Riley Leonard, he didn't get to finish that game. He's going to take this team to a whole other level. Marcus Freeman getting better and better every year. Notre Dame, I didn't have them in my playoff because I waiting for the bad thing to happen, kind of like the Cowboys. Notre Dame kind of lives there where they're going to be really good, but like there's always something that trips them up. Like last year, counting against Ohio State. Otherwise, that team probably winds up in the playoff. But if they count better this year, this will be a playoff team in Notre Dame. Number 4, Texas. All right, Bevo fans, I know I have them too low. I have too low. 4 is fine. 4 means that they're in the playoff. They're fine. They're fine. They're going to be great. It's just year 1 in the SEC. I think there's probably a dip on your schedule that you don't see just yet because of the, toughness of it, even though they did get a favorable SEC schedule. Quinn Ewers, Isaiah Bond, Matthew Golden, let's not mince words here. They're fantastic all over the place. Probably not as good stopping the run, which in the SEC is a big deal. But I still think they'll be pretty darn good at it. Just not 2 NFL studs good like they had last year. That just can't happen every year. Some teams just don't have it. Like Georgia didn't even really have it this year. We'll, again, talk about them in a second. Number 3, quack, quack, quack. My friends, the Oregon Ducks. Dylan Gabriel there as a veteran leader at quarterback. Should be super fun to watch. Evan Stewart, a big transfer pickup. Dan Lanning, one of the most exciting young coaches in the country. He warded off everybody who thought he was going to go take any job, especially Alabama. And this is a team that will be very, very good. Look, in EA College Football 25, they're the best team. So if the video game creators are right, this is a team that should make a playoff run. Number 2, UGA. No reason to think that they should be anywhere other than in this region. You get to this point, and it's kind of leaning one way or the other. Carson Beck comes back at quarterback. He's going to be a Heisman candidate. Kirby Smart has built one of the best rosters that he doesn't, rebuild. He just reloads every single year. They're elite. I don't even have to go into why I should think they're number 2, because I'll spend more time on why I think Ohio State is number 1. They are, across the board, 11 starters on offense, 11 starters on defense, the best team, starter for starter in the country. Defensive line, linebacker, secondary, they picked up Caleb Downs, who was the best player available in the transfer portal by a lot of experts. Will Howard is a quarterback who's won a conference title in the Big 12. He steps into an offense that's even better than the one that he left at Kansas State. He's got the best. Jeremiah Smith, maybe the number 1 recruit at wide receiver in the last 20 years or more. This guy is as highly touted as Randy Moss coming out to Ohio State. Emeka Egbuka is back. Travion Henderson is back. And, they added Quinshawn freaking Judkins to that backfield. And Chip Kelly's calling the plays. Chip Kelly on offense, Jim Knowles on defense. Ryan Day has no reason not to finish the season as the number 1 team. None. Absolutely none. Ohio State should win most, if not all, of their games. This is a team that should be the best in the country based on the roster that they have. But you don't win these things on paper. But Ohio State player for player, best roster in the country right now. And if that holds all year long, they're going to be a tough out. Well, we finally made it through the long journey of the top 25. Tomorrow, we start the top 10 teams that just missed the list. That is coming up tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow and Friday. And Smokey, Craig, and I are wrapping it up right now.